Hey, welcome back, family. It's your coach, Steve Bacon. And in this video, we're going to be talking about identity crisis. Now, this is an extremely important video because I find so many people, including me, judging myself in the present of who I think I am and judging what I think I'm capable of in the future based on misinterpretations of the past. In the last video, I shared with you that all human behavior is belief driven. What I want to show you is that today, who you think you are is not true, and how you're in an identity crisis because you are more than what you think. I'm going to use my life as an example to show you how misinterpretations of the past will stymie your growth or who you think you are today and force you to not live up to your potential of who you can become. When I was in first grade, I think it was like first grade or kindergarten, I had a crush on this girl. And let's just use these little lines here as experiences, okay? I had a crush on this girl, and I don't know what it is about this girl that I like so much. I think it was maybe her handwriting or whatever it is, but whenever she would walk into the room, I would just glow as a little kid. But she wouldn't give me the time of day. Now, of course, as a child, I'm emotional. I take everything personal. I don't understand why she won't give me the time of day. But for me, I took that as a rejection. And so that became an experience. But it was a one-off. So whatever. In the sixth grade, I started dating this girl. And I remember she said something smart to some other guy. And he starts getting in her face. And so I figure I need to defend her honor, right? I need to stand up for my woman. And so I got into a fight with this guy and he beat the brakes off me. And then right after he beat me, she broke up with me and was like, oh, you're not a man, you can't defend me, blah, 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 blah. And so my sixth grade ego took a hit. And for me, I saw it as another rejection because I'm young. I'm emotional. I don't have enough life experience to categorize this. I just take it as it is or as I see it. Then right around 8 years old, my mom drops me off at my grandmother's house. And the next day, this man who says he's my father shows up and he says, you're coming to live with me. Now, my mother and I were best friends growing up. Even though she had a drug addiction, my mother was my best friend. And I spent my entire childhood really trying to protect her. You can ask her. If you ever meet my mother, ask her. She will tell you stories of me trying to protect her from all the bad people who was giving her drugs. So one day this man shows up and he says, I'm your father, you're coming with me. And I'm looking like, where's my mama? Why did my mama tell me you were coming? Who are you? And I'm looking at my grandmother like, why did you let me go out of the house with this man? And so nobody says anything. He just takes me out the house. Now you got to ask yourself, how does an 8-year-old boy process that? Because at 8, what do I have? Like maybe 2 to 3 years of conscious living experience. My frontal lobe hasn't fully developed yet. So I'm not really in my logical mind. I'm just emotional and I take everything personal. And so because nobody's giving me any answers to why my mother dropped me off the night before and this man shows up and picked me up the next day and my grandmother watches him take me out, an 8-year-old boy processed that as, she must not want me anymore. My grandmother doesn't want me anymore. And that became like the third leg on the table that supported the idea that nobody wants me. I'm not good enough. Move on to high school. I have a high school sweetheart. Everything is going great. I take off to the military. While I'm in boot camp, she decides to break up with me. Another experience of why I'm not wanted. Are you seeing where I'm going with this? I get married for the first time. I marry the first girl who says she loves me. And I told you, I'm not proud of it. I'm just telling my story that I was physically, mentally, and emotionally abusive to her. But when she decided to leave, I took that as another rejection. See? Nobody wants me. And so all of these experiences started to develop my self-image. See, self-image is not what you think of me. Self-image is not what I think of me. Self-image is what I think you think of me. And so because I don't have the right perspectives to all of these different experiences, I've built my self-image based on misinterpretations of the past. Are you with me? I'm judging what I'm capable of as far as relationships in the future based on my past experiences. So really, I'm looking backward before I start to move forward. See, one thing you got to understand is your conscious mind does 4 things all day, every day. It identifies the situation, analyzes that situation, compares that situation. Let's pause on the compare, because what is it comparing it to? It's not comparing it to the present. It's comparing to the what? The past. And then based on the comparison of the past, your mind makes a decision. So now I get into another relationship, and if I haven't fixed my misinterpretations of the past, if I haven't fixed my perspectives of the past, I get into a new relationship and I'm automatically thinking, like I'm going to show you in the next video when we talk about belief cycles, I'm automatically thinking somehow, some way she's going to leave. So I never really give my future a fair shot because I'm constantly now going through my life looking backwards to look forward. This kind of looks like this back there. This happened like this back there, so it's probably going to happen up here. So I'm either going to avoid the situation or I'm going to make the same decision that I made in the past. So all I'm trying to get you to understand is who you think you are right now is not true. Who you think you are right now is nothing but misinterpretations of the past. All of your different memories. Mama didn't love you. Daddy didn't hug you. This happened in the 1st grade. This happened in the 2nd grade. This happened in the 3rd grade. All these different experiences are one-sided because it's coming from 1, the eyes of a child, and 2, half true because science has already proven that 50% of our memories are false. So I have to fill in the blanks on most of what I'm trying to dig up from the past. And I don't have the full scope of that situation. Why? Because I was a child. But I'm judging my adult self and what I'm capable of based on the interpretations of a child. This is why at Belief Theory we say if you don't challenge what you believe as an adult, a child will always run your life. I'm going to repeat that. If you don't challenge what you believe as an adult, a child will always run your life. Because whatever these meanings are, right? Remember we said at Belief Theory, we focus on 3 things. Challenge what you believe, change your perspective, and what? Create a new meaning, because meanings are everything. Nothing in life has meaning except the meaning we choose to give it. It's the meaning that we gave these experiences in the past that we develop our self-image from. So if your life isn't going the way you want it to go today, if you're not fulfilled and happy with your life and the way it's going today, I'm telling you, it's because there's an identity crisis happening with you right now. You're not who you think you are. You're so much more. You're so much greater than what you think you are. And at Belief Theory, we will prove it to you. So if this video resonates with you, I want you to click the link below and sign up for a free 20-minute discovery session with me. And let's find out what's really going on. I will prove to you that whoever it is that you think you are is an imposter. Because you are so much greater than the meanings that you've given all the experiences in your past.